You keep the site clean, you keep your cars clean, people trust you more. I need my glasses. Don't eat macas every day, just a coffee. Every apartment will have their own acoustic rating, which you will need to meet and get approved. Another tips and tricks for you, which is first, kitchen or flooring? We're just driving this one for now. Very good car, I like it. Joining with the tiles, and we continued same way over here. Welcome back to another video. We're back on the road with another BTS behind the scenes video. So today we're gonna see 4 locations to meet with the client. One for the kitchen repair, second one for this sanding and polishing. There's a few stains, I need to discuss that with the client, and then we're gonna go and see the job we already finished. There's a feature, a joint that we did with the tiles. That's pretty cool to see for you. And then if we have time, we're gonna see the current job, the progress of that job. So stay tuned, let's go. First stop is Alex Hills. Let's go. Alex Hills. All right, let's jump in the car. Let's go to the next one, and I'll explain you what needs to be done here, what client wants. All right, let's go. First stop, Alex Hills done. Obviously, we didn't shoot inside, but I'll quickly explain you what client wants in terms of the kitchen repair. So it's a returning client. We did the first home in Wakeley maybe 5-6 years ago. Then they moved to Alex Hills, a much bigger house, and then we did engineered timber floors throughout the house, throughout the second floor, and now they're ready to replace a kitchen, because it was quite old kitchen. Then they said, well, in the future we're gonna replace the whole kitchen. So now we have brand new floor there, which is like a couple years old, maybe less. And now they want to put a new kitchen in. But the problem is that all the boards that currently we kind of ascribed around the old kitchen, they all now cut short because they're changing layout. They're knocking a few walls down. They kind of are opening up. Because it's a quite old kitchen, it's quite dark, so they wanted to knock a few walls down. They wanted completely new island bench and new cabinets. Pretty much everything's new, and open up a few doors and so on to the backyard. Now it's gonna be a quite big repair, because a new layout with old doesn't match. So it can be like maybe, like so far I've estimated like maybe 20 boards we need to cut out and put the new ones in because of the new layout. So it's a big job, big repair. Maybe to fix all that up will take us maybe 3-4 days, maybe more, because it's all glued down. So to cut the new board, to cut the old board out and put a new one in takes time. It's maybe up to 2 hours, one board, and we have like 20 boards to replace. Enough talking, too much. So we'll go to our next one. Next one is this floor sanding and polishing. Same story with the kitchen. They replaced kitchen. They have solid black butt flooring there. Don't think we can shoot inside as well, but they have different problems. So all the kitchen is sitting on top of the solid floor. The solid floor is a subfloor, so you cannot change it. You can only sand and polish it. So now what they've done, they removed old kitchen and put a new one, and it's slightly out. The layout again slightly out of the old one. And now we have big stains in the floor from old kitchen, and they're so deep that we can't sand them. We can't sand the whole floor down to get rid of them, otherwise they have no timber left. So now we need to discuss that, so what we're gonna do about that. Anyway, let's go, and I'll talk to the client and see what solution we can come up with, because again, I've told them in the beginning that most likely those stains won't go anywhere, they will stay. But yeah, anyway. All right, next stop is Wilton, somewhere on north side. See you there. All right, we're at Wilton here. So with the sanding and polishing, I just had a meeting with the client, with the builder, with the cabinet maker. Yeah, as I said, with the sanding and polishing, it's always hard. There's always can be a problem, especially when you in the kitchens, when there's a lot of spills like oil, wine, old layouts of your kitchen. So in this case, it's they've changed the kitchen. So now throughout the floor, we can see the old layout from the old kitchen, like a stains, because again, your flooring is always protected with varnish, and whatever cabinet you have sitting on that floor, so whatever it's under the cabinet, it's never protected. So moisture goes under the cabinet and stains it. That's why when you remove your old cabinet and trying to sand it, you always will see the layout of the old cabinet, because the moisture is gone so deep in timber that you have to sand pretty much half of that board. That board is 19 mil hardwood. We already sanded down to, so obviously when it's been installed, they send it 1 mil off, or maybe 1.5. So then 20 years later, we did the sanding. So now we did double sanding because of those stains. We kind of are trying to get rid of those stain marks. So we did double sanding here. Yes, it's better, but the stains are still visible. You can't get rid of it. You have to stain all the way, and you don't have much to go deeper, because you have your locking system. You can't stain like 19 mil timber doesn't mean that you have 19 sandings. So 19 mil timber, you have only 6 mil of the actual timber floor before you meet your ton and groove locking system. So you can sand only up to the ton, which is your 6 mil, and you don't want to see your ton. The thinner that top layer goes, the more chance it will crack. So we already, so it's 3 sandings here. So it's minimum 3 mil, I would say 4 mil. So they have only 2 mil left to play with. So the stain is gone that deep, but it's still visible. So that's what I'm saying. So sanding is, you just have to accept it the way it is. It's or overlay or replace the whole floor, which is like, in this case, is like, I don't know, $70,000 job. Yeah, today is just driving. Let's go and pull a well. That's a finished job. It's a small one. It's extension, but there's a nice feature. I can show you what we did over there. Let's do it. The tips and tricks for you. Which is first, kitchen or flooring? That's a very common question I get asked. Like, we're doing kitchen and we're doing flooring. Which one is the first one? It's very simple. So you remember. Of course, there's details. It can be done either way, but the main thing, so you remember. If your floors are glued down, your kitchen can sit on top. If your floorboards are floating, installed as a floating, not direct stuck, kitchen goes first, and then you scribe around your kitchen. Because on the floating floor, you cannot put anything heavy, because the whole idea of floating floors, like hybrid laminate flooring, you can do engineered boards floating as well. It's the whole idea is to floor to move. That's where you get that hollow sound, creaking sound. A lot of people don't like. But if it's a glue down, it's nice and solid. It's same as tiles. You just can go, you can put your cabinets on top, which is gonna create nice flush look with your kickboards and so on and so on. Because if you do it other way around, you'll end up with some kind of a skirt or skirting or kickboards, double kickboards, to avoid all this. So quick tip, if it's floating, kitchen first. If it's glue down, kitchen last. All right, it's time for coffee. It's 11:46. No coffee, no food yet, but let's get some drinks. Where's the, I need my glasses. Cheers. Don't eat macas every day, just a coffee. All right, here we are at Pull & Well. The main job we did is the big house. Here is the granny flat. So we had some leftovers from timber, and clients kind of said, well, why not to use it here? I said, yeah, of course. So we were back here yesterday, and we did that small kitchen dining area. That's a granny flat here. But the main thing I wanted to show you is those joint with the tiles. So that was the feature of this this project. So we did the big house with the same feature, joining with the tiles, and we continued same way over here. So obviously, as you can see, it's all like a nice 3 mm gap all along the tiles. Just a quick tips and tricks. So as you can see, we have the packers. So once we finish the job, there will be some packers left. So they're holding, because this is all glue down timber flooring, so they're holding floorboards together. So once we finish, in some cases you'll see some packers jammed in the wall. So obviously, before you install skirting boards, remove all them, because I've seen people just leave them in and going with the skirting over the packer, and then they have a big gap off the wall, and then it's like, well, why is there so big gaps? I said, well, have you removed the packers? Oh, no. So just a quick tip for you: we're not installing your skirtings, because we can do that as well. Make sure before you put the skirtings on the floor, you removed everything from the wall. So as you can see, this is a spotted gum, matte smooth finish, 130 wide, 14 mm thick. That's going to be a kitchen, and that's just a nice feature joint here with the tiles. Small area, one day job, because again, we did a big house over there, I don't know, a year ago, and now they're ready for this one. So yeah, I'm quite happy. Looks good. We did the same thing in the previous house. If you subscribe to our Instagram channel, so if you scroll down a couple years, I would say maybe 4 years down the track, you will see this hexagon, how you call it, those tiles, the post from the same flooring. So now they bought a new house, and we are back here doing the same thing. Pretty cool. Just wanted to show you the finished product, and yeah, we're good to go on Pull & Well. So next stop is Tenerife. While we're driving back to Tenerife, to our next location, I thought I'll give you quick tips and tricks so I can help you with your renovation. It will be about floor preparation. Floor preparation, no matter what subfloor you have, concrete or chipboard or old pine floors, old hardwood floors, please always please always allow for floor preparation, like rough sanding or moisture barrier. Let's say $20. So if you get a quote like supply and install, always add that $20 just for the preparation. So then you can plan your budget more accurately, and it won't be as a surprise for you, because a lot of companies nowadays, they just trying to lower the cost down and hide those little things like preparation, skirtings, something else like I don't know, trims. And then when you get three quotes, like my quote probably will be the highest, because I'm including everything. I'm trying to break it down as much as I can so you can see clearly what's involved. Some companies don't do that. They give you just one price, and preparation often not included. So just roughly speaking, $20 for the preparation per square meter. If you add this one on, it won't be surprise, and you can plan your budget more accurately. It's 12:52 now, so we're almost back to Tenerife, our last location for today. So my computer showing us that we've almost been driving for 3 hours, just a pure driving across the Brisbane from one side to another, just pure driving. So sometimes like people ask me, what do you do during the day? I drive from one side to another every day, all day, most of it. So we've done almost 3 hours of driving, almost 120 kilometers in 3 hours, in 4 hours. Yeah, 13 liters of 98 per 100k, and we kind of starving. So let's go to Shell and refuel it. 13 liters per 100 kilometers. That will give us, what's the tank here, 80 liters or something like that. Yeah, maybe 500 kilometers per tank. So I filled that last week, mid last week, so almost a week, tank a week. So yeah,
it's thirsty.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But it's fun to drive, at least. Because see, I do a lot of driving, and I used to drive those vans, utes, and all that. But now I don't do much of that stuff. I don't need really a ute or van. So I said, well, I'll have something comfortable to drive. And yeah, we're just driving this one for now. Very good car. I like it. But very thirsty, very thirsty. 13 liters, just a normal driving, highway, city. Most of it is just a city car. 13 liters. Yeah. V8 twin turbo.
Let's hit the 80. Yeah.
200. Yeah. Last week I filled $200. Week later, almost 6 days later, another 200. So yeah, $200 a week for this beast. But I had the vans and utes. They're not that much cheaper than this one. Maybe 150. So $50 extra, of course. Anyway.
Location?
Yeah. Yeah, 13 liters per 100. It's not that bad, because I had Ram, V8 Ram. It was like 17, 18. So not bad actually. German cars. Yeah. for every day, German car only. Here we are at Tenerife, so we're doing preparation currently. So we start laying floors tomorrow. So what we've done, we've removed carpet, we grind and leveled concrete, and now the next step is acoustic underlays. Very important in apartments. Every apartment will have their own acoustic rating which you will need to meet and get approved. If you start doing DIY, you can have a problem. Get the paperwork from your body corporate with the acoustic requirements. Very important. I've seen people doing DIY and then they just been asked, they've been given 3 days to remove everything and go back to carpet. So you're gonna spend a lot of money. Obviously, you will try and save money and lay flooring yourself. But if you're not gonna follow those rules, they will ask you to remove all that and get us here to install. So you're gonna pay double. So that's what we're doing. So you have a acoustic. So now it's a concrete, and now we're laying the. Here we've been approved for 3 mil underlay, acoustic rubber mixed with caulk, acoustic underlay. So that goes first, and then we're gonna go with the flooring on top. So that's very important. But yeah, that's the where we're at now. We started yesterday, so we've removed all the carpet, grind, prep, now the underlay, and tomorrow we start laying. That's the vacuum cleaners we usually use. So that's commercial grade H, so to get all the dust, because tiles, concrete, very dusty, especially in apartments where you have everything so small and dust. So that's the grinders we use. We have 2 vacuum cleaners to keep the dust as low as possible. There still will be dust, there still will be a lot of cleaning afterwards, but like, see, client did a good job. They covered TV with the drop sheet and the plastic. That's how it needs to be done. That's why I always ask clients, please prepare it, because yes, we do have the best vacuum cleaners. We have many of them, but they still will be fine dust and so on. So that's you can't get rid of the dust. So please cover before we come in. Yes, we cover as well, but you still find dust. You still will end up with cleaning, but it will save you a lot of cleaning if you from your furniture. As you can see, everything is packed on the balcony. All that, it's all the furniture is outside. But yeah, in apartments it's always a tricky one. But yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good with covering and all that. But anyway, should be finished by the end of the week. It's a floating hybrid flooring here. So we're going half concrete, half tiles. And maybe end of the week, stay tuned, you'll see the finished product. So we visited 4 places. I've given you a bit of tips and tricks. And now we're back in Newstead, next to our shop. So we have a very good car wash, Luna Car Care. So I'm gonna drop my car to Luna Car Wash just for the outside, and we'll just walk back to our showroom and get all these quotes put together. Office work, usually not my favorite thing, but it is what it is. It's a part of the game. But we're gonna leave a car here in the Luna Car Wash. See if they can take it. Yeah, they are the best ones. Luna Car Care. It's nice and sunny, but car is dirty. It's driving a lot. Anyway, let's go and check it out. Yep, good. We'll leave the. Thank you. Best car wash in town, and very close to our shop, so always stay clean. Presentable, stay clean, presentable. Outside work, on the job sites, everywhere. Rule number 1, always clean and presentable. Everyone knows in our company that if you want to be the best, first of all, you need to be clean. It's true. You keep the site clean, you keep your cars clean, people trust you more. Because if you can look after yourself, then you can look after someone else as well. But if it's other way around, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna be the best one. So to be the best one, stay clean. Another tip. All right, anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. As always, comment below if you have any questions, if you want more tips and tricks. Subscribe to our Instagram channel, and yeah, we'll see you at the next one. See ya.